So, guys, ignore my hair because like I low-key fell asleep after school and I don't feel like taking through it. But anyway, so right now I'm watching this video about Bring Back Men Who Yearn, right? By Triana. Very funny video. I like it a lot. I like their energy, whatever, right? Very energetic. And that just reminded me, like, how would I say, about the feel, like because me, let's say for years, right? I've read fan fiction. I've been into like a bunch of different like anime, like fiction, whatever. Like it could be whatever. It doesn't matter. Like I'm so open to anything that and so I'm like rambling because I've never felt myself before like this. But anyway, like I was saying, it's a little dark here. Sorry for this booty camera quality. It's like dark in my room right now. I cut that because I had to go get some stuff, which you're gonna see in a second. So like I was saying, to any, like, how would I say it? I get really attached to like characters, right? Why is like a different, let me put that down. Why? Just a bunch of different reasons. Like usually at first I'm not aware of why, right? Because sometimes it'll just be like their design, like I'll look at them, right? Say like I'm looking up, for example, Slam Dunk, right? And then I saw this dude and I'm like, okay, that's he's kind of bad. So I'm looking it up, I get interested, and then I get into that thing, and this is all related to what I'm talking about, by the way. I know, because I'm yapping and I like doing that. But anyway, this I am on topic. I am getting there. Just give me a second. So like I said, I get very attached, like very, very attached. I like the most attached I've been to a character for like the longest has to be probably Illumi, like 3-4 years, I think, at least like as strong as it was. But anyway, like I said, what's important is that I get really strongly attached to characters, right? So to those who know my man from Bleach, Chad Yasudora, got this little, see this little keychain right here. Hold on, let me, this little keychain, so cute, with the parakeet. I love it. It's so cute. I got my figure right here, right? And then I got a little Chad pop. Anyway, so yeah, it's clear I like Chad, right? So, but, right? You would think, oh, I desire that. I hashtag need that because of the way he looks, right? But like, that's not, even though he is really fine, right? That's not what it is, at least for me, right? And I don't know why my words are so scattered, but what I'm trying to get at is that I might have to cut this because like I'm trying to get my words together because I'm not really used to filming myself. I'm just used to like how would I say it, just thinking and then that's it. I don't I just think it instead of like posting because like I never posted before. But anyway, I got into Bleach for Shinji, mind you, and then eventually as I started watching, I noticed Chad, right? And y'all know, for those people who are already into Bleach, know Bleach, watch Bleach, whatever, and y'all can see my Bleach poster in the background. I love Bleach. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Y'all already know who he is. He's kind of not a background character, but he's those that kind of chill in the back, along with Ichigo, Rukia, Orihime, all that, right? And to those who don't know what his character's like, y'all don't even know. It's a blessing. Y'all don't even know. Okay, and let me get to because I feel like I have this pull, like this strong desire that I can't explain for the life of me, and I haven't felt like this in a while, right? Like I understand he's not real, whatever. I don't care about that, right? Like it is what it is, but that's important because even though he's not real, right? I felt like when I got into him, I literally like got so, how would I say it? I wouldn't say not attached, but I would say I admired his character so much for so different reasons. So let's say for those people who don't know what Chad is like from Bleach, let me educate y'all. So simple term. I will get my character book right now, but I don't really feel like it because it's up there on my shelf. So very, very simple. Like, he's someone with all this strength, right? All this muscle, y'all see that, right? And in his past, he used to fight other kids, right? Because he would get bullied for his size when he was a kid, right? But anyway, he, you know, when he got older, like he is here, when we first start, you know, or when Bleach starts, you know, like the manga, he, instead of using that strength to hurt other people, he uses it to protect people. And I really like that. Like, like, I don't know what it is. I think I didn't realize it at first, right? But I think later on, I found out that, like, you know, over the years, right? I found out that why I might like Chad so much is because he has this very protective, like, he's very protective, one. He's strong, but he doesn't use that strength to hurt other people, which is like, you know what I mean? Because it's one thing to be strong, but it's another to use that strength to hurt other people. Like, if like, say if it's a villain, that's one thing, because, you know, they're supposed to be a villain, right? But if it's like, you know, say like a main character, whatever, and you got strength, I don't find it really, I don't want to use the word attractive, but I wouldn't say I'm drawn to characters who fight just to fight, you know? I find it really messy. And I feel like I'm the same way with people in real life. Like, if you're just fighting people with a fight, like, keep that over there. Don't bring that over here, you know? But anyway, again, like, Chad has morals, especially his morals, bro. Because he made a promise to Ichigo, the main character of Bleach. I don't have a manga cover that I could show you of him, because I only have, like, 5 right now. And he's not on any of them, because y'all know I had to get my mans first. But his friend Ichigo, he made him a promise that, trying to remember right now. What was it? Let me look through real quick. Oh, yeah. So, his promise to his abuelo, sorry, it's like so blurry. I'm like filming in the dark right now. But his promise to his abuelo was that he would use his strength instead of hurting people, to protect, like, those he loves, say like friends, you know, Ichigo, all that, and say Ichigo's sisters. And in this manga, where you kind of see, like, you see, like, if you can even see, little Chad right there, basically goes over his backstory, how, like, you know, again, like I said, he got bullied, and then his abuelo, who sadly passed away, he made Chad promise to him to use his strength for good, basically, and to learn to be kind. And where is it? Learn to be kinder than other people, he says. Kinder than other people. Yeah, and I just really admire that, you know what I mean? Basically says, so, learn to be kind. Again, sorry for the quality. Yeah, and he basically uses his strength. I'm sorry for, like, the horrible summary. If my thoughts were, like, collected right now, I could probably explain it better, but they're not. I don't know why it got so dark, but hold on. But yeah, just, this is more like for the people that already know about Bleach, because, like, I feel like I'm just running in circles trying to explain this. But yeah, I feel like I don't know if anyone else feels this way, because ever since I got into Chad, right, it wasn't more like of a, oh, I see him, I want him thing, right? It was more like I noticed him, and then over time, the more I watched Bleach, I you know, eventually really found his character, like, really, you know, really touching, you know? Like, he's perfect. He's perfect. Like, I can't say it enough. He's perfect, bro. I really can't say it enough because, like, oh my gosh. Speaking of, I literally have this journal that I started like, I think 2024, right? And literally the first page is, sorry, it's like ripped out right now, but literally the first page, let me hold that, is, oh my gosh, is what I would give Chad. So there's like a, sorry again for the quality, the t-shirt is like right there. I drew it myself and I just stuck it on there. And then I drew this here, the puppy soul candy dispenser. I drew that here because it reminded me of him. You know, you see like the little, you know, y'all know what the puppy dispenser looks like if you watch Bleach, you know, because the dog's fur, whatever, goes over his eyes. And I was like, oh, it's literally Chad, right? And it's so funny because literally there's so much about Chad, like, not everything, obviously, because it's a journal, so there's a lot about myself in here that I'm obviously not gonna go through, and Lord, that would take so long. But yeah, I'm so into Chad, like, I can't even explain. Y'all don't even know, like, what goes on in my head. You guys couldn't even fathom. Like, not that it's crazy, right? But it's just that, like, my desire for him is, like, so strong, you know? I literally, like, I can't contain myself. And, yeah. Like, I don't know if anyone else feels this way ever, like, with, like, say, their favorite characters, right? Because, say, again, with Chad, I literally, like, once I started to learn more about him, I got so, like, deeply invested in his character, and I really began to admire his character, his traits, like his looks. Why is it so dark, bro? Why is it getting darker? Anyway, again, his looks, because he's my handsome muchacho, whatever, I don't know. He's very handsome, right? And his abuelo literally says this, like, he's like, you know, you're a young, handsome man, boy, whatever, you know, when he was young. He told him that because, you know, and not in a freaky way either. Like, what? And anyway, like, I don't know how other people deal with it, because it's like this desire to have a man with, say your favorite character, right? Or whatever, whoever's watching this, you know, your favorite character, right? And you just want that man in your life so strongly. But you can't. Oh, like, it kills me. It kills me. It really does. Because, you know, I know for a fact that if Chad was my man, like, in the real world, right? Let's say, like, if I had a man like him, I would flourish. The growth. Like, y'all don't even know. I literally, my journal, I talk so much about how much of a, like, good partner someone like Chad would be for me, and it kills me because he ain't here. Like, where he at? And I feel like that's my struggle, because, you know, you like this character so deeply, not in the sense that, oh, I want Chad in real life, blah blah blah, right? Like, oh, I wish he was in the real world. Like, no, I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, I wish I had, say, a man like him with his traits, whatever, his morals, literally everything about him, except for looks, but not that I would mind. You know, his traits, whatever, because he's a really admirable character, even though, again, he's always in the background, because he's a very quiet character. He talks when he needs to, I feel like, and even when he does talk, it's not a lot, but not that I mind. And, you know, that means he's a listener. You know, he listens. He be I don't know if he's nosy, but he do be listening, you know, when Ichigo's talking and everything. Let me brain it. So yeah, I really didn't mean to, like, talk in circles in this video, because, like, I think I got very nervous, but I just don't know how people, like, kind of deal with this, you know, like the desire to have someone like the character you really admire so strongly in your life. And obviously, you know, you can say, oh, just wait till he comes along, or like just wait, you know. But it's like, dang, you know, like what more can I do than to wait for this man to come into my life or find him? Because, you know, I do like, I would say I like to travel, but I don't really get to because I'm bad at graduate and I don't have money like that. And I'm not really in a place where I could travel like that. I was, but now that I moved, I'm not. I was about to grab my ketchup, please. But yeah, I just don't know how people deal with like the strong desire to have this man in your life, right? Man, woman, whatever, it don't matter, right? That's not what matters. It's more like the character, like, how would I say it? To have someone in your life with this character, his morals, his traits, all that, like the strong desire to have someone like that in your life. And I know, like, I hashtag need that. I'm so sorry, it's getting dark in here. Hold on. Okay, so sorry for the interruption, y'all, because Apple was telling me that my storage is real bad. So anyway, back to the video. I'm probably gonna put that in there with the rest of it. But y'all, I did turn on my lights and y'all could actually see my Bleach poster now. Big dubs. But anyway, like I was saying, I just don't know if like other people, like how people deal with this, right? Because I so strongly wish that this man was in my life right now. Like, say not let's say this man, because you know he's a fictional character, you know. And I'm not like those people that are like, oh, you know, not that there's anything wrong with saying that, because I always say that sometimes, that's for fun. But, you know, saying like, oh, I wish so-and-so was real. You know, I it's more like I don't say that. I try to manifest a man like him in my real life, you know, like so badly. But I'm just not sure how to deal with craving a man like him so bad, you know? Or like, you know, because like I know what I like, right? And it's him. I know that someone like him would be so good for me, right? Like so good. He's a protector. He fine AF. He never uses his strength to hurt any people. Like he only uses his strength to protect other people, and he only fights when necessary, aka like bad guys and stuff in Bleach, you know, because he literally has to, like the Rankar, you know, that's like when he fights and stuff, and the Quincy's, whatever, you know, literally like in the plot. But like, you know, say someone in real life, he wouldn't have to be fighting like, you know, like hollows and stuff. So, you know, it's different. But and that was my knee, guys. But yeah, I just don't know how people deal with it, because it's like literally I feel it in my chest that, like, you know, I literally be craving this man. Y'all don't even know I be craving this man. And sometimes it gets so bad that like I've literally written like again in my journal, it's not that thick, but I've written pages and pages on this man, like rants and rants. My notes, like, you know, the notes app in the phone, I have notes on notes. I should have like 35 notes about him right now, I'm pretty sure. Notes and notes about him. And then I have art, like redraws of him from the manga and all that, you know. And then what else do I have? Like just, and then photos in the photos app of him, Pinterest, at least 600, 500, you know. Again, obsessed, because I know a man like him would be so great for me, so great. And like sometimes I have my doubts. I be thinking, oh, like what if it doesn't work out, this and that? What if he doesn't like me? What if he doesn't like someone like me? But I don't know. I feel like I get over that very quickly. You know, that kind of mindset, or like thought process, that kind of scares me, you know, because I do often get afraid that the person I believed was really right for me would not want me back. You know, that's more like a fear. But I mean, I always tell myself that, like, the right person, right man, right woman, whatever you want, the right one would want you back. Like, I know, guys, I know. I don't like hearing it either, but it's true, you know, because you can't be claiming, oh, my man, but they don't want you. Like, is that really your man? Oops, but yeah, I'm just really ranting right now because I want to start posting, I feel like, and not just dumb little Instagram stuff. I hate using Instagram. I used to love Instagram, but not anymore. It just feels like such a headache anytime I get on. But yeah, I don't know. I see people with this energy, right? Again, like I said in the first video, with my whole setup being dark, my whole camera being dark, because I didn't have my lights on. Again, like those girls in the video, or that girl. I loved her energy, and I'm thinking I should start posting too. Like, you know, what do I not that what do I have to lose, but more so what would I be risking to be seen? You know what I mean? And like, I've never posted on YouTube in my life. Maybe like a freaking, when I was little, like a gacha life video, but like, you know, I was in middle school, so. And like, I feel like to be seen, I don't know, that's a whole nother topic that I struggle with, so we're not gonna go there. But I guess I would like to be seen, even if it's like by some, like, you know, an audience online, like say people, you know, people I don't know, because I don't really want my friends seeing my stuff. Like, they already know who I am. But you know, just like a you know, an audience that kind of likes the same stuff I do, you know. I would like that to be seen by more people like that, and to, you know, kind of have like a little community, you know. It would be nice, you know. Like, I'm not about to beg for that, but you know, y'all know what I mean. It would be nice. But anyway, I think I'm done getting my thoughts out now. The thoughts about chat are never ending, though. They're never ending. They're never done. I be thinking, oh, it's over. And it's really not. Because then I start writing like 3 more entries in my notes about him. In the list of like, what, like 30 something. So, hey. And this is a very humble setup. I don't have like some nice camera or anything. This is just my Apple phone, right? My 13. And the first video was really booty because, again, I had the lights off. So, you know, y'all know how it is. But I mean, to those who do like use Apple iPhones, whatever, the 13, y'all know how booty it can get with the lights off. But yeah, first video, I guess. I hope you guys enjoy it.